What's the biggest hang up in voting for the big budget?
$200,000 increase in the sheriff's department, $100,000 increase in 125 in the road and bridge department. And I think you boys could use fund balances to reduce that or reduce that other. We don't use any fund balances. We're taxing everything new every year. That's my hang up in that.
Ms. Auditor, have I used a lot
Do you
of
get
balances to pay off things?
You get to keep the balances, and that's been voted on a long time ago, that the road and bridge keeps the balances that they have left, goes into some kind of a surplus fund. In my opinion, it's actually a general revenue, because we're going to get about $800,000 or $900,000.
Let me ask you opinion. When you was a commissioner, did you use your fund balance to balance your budget?
Yes, sir, I did at times.
At times.
At times.
Sir, precinct 1 spent $591,000 out of a $506,000 budget, and that's not all the bills to be paid out of that yet. That overage is being paid out of my overages. The reason the precincts are allowed to do that is so that you can save money over the years for a project that will suck that money dry. And that's the reason for those budgets being the way they are.
Okay, then
And I have used that money
they need to be included in
to
the
offset
budget.
expenses.
And they need to be included in the budget to use them.
Then that's fine, we're going to offset it by moving money.
They've
And
been,
we've talked about that.
they've been several
I don't
years.
want it to leave the taxpayer paying.
There've been several years we've used that money for startup money for 3 months before we ever got any tax money.
True too.
It's also for those years
Right,
you
hot
get
checks.
something that jumps up out you in the butt, or you have one of them years that it floods out and washes all your roads away, and you don't have enough money in your road budget, rock budget to take care of it. We did do that one year we had all that flood, we did get FEMA to help us, but it cost us a lot to do that money. That money wasn't cheap.
Well,
I spent $668,000 in 2016 on a budget of $500,000.
maybe it had a special revenue there to do that with too. Called
Yeah.
FEMA.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get it in 2016. We just got it this last March.
Well,
Started in 15.
I understand that.
What about you?
I'm saying that we do use that money.
Certified by the auditor to come in here for that particular special purpose.
But if you sat here at the judge's desk and accused the precincts of not using that money, it's not right. We do use it. We pay for equipment, we make down payments, we buy supplies.
What's your fund balance going to be this year?
Have no idea.
Ms. Auditor, I always pay off mine.
Whatever it is, we'll be spending on those roads in precinct 1.
I always pay off mine. Try to lower it,
Or so you don't have to pay much.
so it takes away from the taxpayer, at least then.
And the reason I didn't vote for the budget is overall, because the increase in position at the sheriff's department, I didn't believe in the reasoning behind that for the increase. That it was for, to serve papers and to push papers and pencil up there. I don't believe that's a good enough reason. Raises straight across the board, like I said, got them on my speech about giving, elected official raises, especially the first year after they've just been elected. They give themselves a raise. And then there's a small increase in the road and bridge budget.
Who you talking
Sir?
Who you talking about first year after they've been elected? Matt?
My first year plan. This is my third term.
After
Mr. Auditor.
being elected, you just got elected and you voted yourself a raise.
I didn't vote myself.
Yes, you
That's
did.
what it was put across.
You brought it up. You brought it up. This was your-
I didn't bring it up. No, I did not. I did not bring it up. The auditor brought us up what it would be for 3% or 12, is that not right, Ms. Auditor?
3%.
I did not bring that up,
straight
Mr.
to
Rogers.
Okay,
That's
who
not
asked
true.
you? Who asked you?
I didn't ask her to do it. That's a farce. That's not true.
I guess that applies to Mr. Wiley too.
Well,
But here we are, Matt, you create a position in the sheriff's department to serve warrants, which is already getting done.
We created that position.
Really? Well, you know, what's weird too is I have 4 guys on my budget, and my budget is what? 3,000, or, where's my, hang on a minute. Hang on to that. Mine's, what, 3,000 more than yours, and you only have 3 guys? So maybe you're not running your budget correctly, sir.
I believe it's more efficient than yours with the
Is it?
miles of road.
Is it? I have just as many, how many miles do you have?
165.
Okay, I'm what, 30 miles behind you?
Okay.
I have one of the largest areas there is. If you look on the map, mine is just as large, mine is larger than yours.
You want to make an awful good argument now for a unitized department, you know.
Maybe not unitized, but a road manager.
Really?
I'd be happy to take some of my salary and pay a road manager if you think you can get one to work for that much money. Good luck. They don't want to deal with it.
I have one more minute, and I'm $3,000 more than you. I think you need to run your precinct a little more efficient.
More efficient, if it was done by the mile, I'd have another $100,000.
If it's done by the area, I'd have more too. I mean, I go a lot of miles from my precinct to the top of mine.
Every one of us have a budget that we ask the court to approve.
Okay, well,
I guess my point is it's sad that one or two little things in that budget doesn't warrant the whole budget. Because the picture's bigger than one guy at the sheriff's department for $18,000. When you're dealing with a budget that's $12,000, what's $18,000?
18,000.
18,000.
You're above more than 18,000.
No, I'm not. When I'm talking about $18,000, when I'm talking about the elected officials. $18,000 is what that equals to. Out of the $145,000.
you talking about,
Yeah, the raises for this
And I
tax.
don't care if you have my $1,200, I really don't care, $100 don't mean that, I mean, if it's gonna cause that much drama for you, Stacy, I give it back.
But my point is
you
I
can,
don't understand why we can't,
you can forfeit
I
it.
don't care.
why we can't unify as a court, when we're looking at the bigger picture of what this really does mean.
Oh, it's politics and not management.
It is.
And that's the deal that I look at in this whole deal. Yeah, we're not gonna all agree on everything in this deal, but when you get right
Not
down
supposed
to
to.
the nut cut, the budget has to be,
It has
has to be.
by state law.
It does. It does have to be done, and it is done. Accordingly. It's done according to the statutes. Everything's been met.
Back on my head.
Please buy there.
All the provisions of the law have been met. That's approved by a majority vote. There has to be 4 members present to set the tax rates, and there are. And some of them I voted for. Because of the duty to fund the budget that has been adopted. That completes our task. I did not read this statement, but I have earlier. It says this tax rate is above the lower of the effective tax rate or the rollback tax rate, and will impose more taxes than in the preceding year. We all vote what we believe our conscience is, or that's what we're supposed to be, and what our constituency requires of us in their majority. I think, you know, I'm not harboring any, I don't harbor any ill toward any of you.
Just disagree on
I just disagree on something.
But you know, it's a convenient position for voting to vote last.
I didn't,
Okay,
if you're talking to me,
no, but you voted, once you know that 3 was voting aye.
I voted on a roll call, and I was sitting right in the middle.
Okay. Okay. All right. But I wouldn't have brought a tax rate such as this to a vote and we not all sit here in all these budget hearings and spending all this time not agreeing on this. Once we take a vote and agree on something, you should take care of it at that time. Stacy saw the numbers that the sheriff presented to us, saying that that officer would pay for himself and increase fees and pay for it. You obviously don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that.
And that's a case of you don't believe it. Okay.
Well, I think the auditor looked it up, how much money that they actually brought in from serving warrants, and the auditor is
We
Georgia.
did for the years in the past.
Yeah, but it didn't come near, thing for that officer.
I have no doubt that, criminal justice costs this county a great deal of money. Okay? And there's some efficiencies to be found there somewhere. And that is one that we hope that we were finding. Let's try to find
Well, we pay
efficiencies.
overtime to deputies to serve papers. If you had somebody that was just serving papers, you wouldn't pay
On regular
overtime to
time.
the deputies.
Those,
that
then
are
those
not-
deputies start making more than the sheriff does when they start getting that overtime.
Because, I mean, I've had people coming in our neighborhood looking for people in the middle of the night, and they're getting overtime when they're looking for them.
Well, just exactly what law enforcement litigation is considered criminal justice. Criminal justice right about third in process or in rating, I guess, the expense of county government right
How much should we be spending on road and bridge?
now. I don't know, Commissioner, that's your job.
All we got? It is my job, that's the reason I set that budget out here.
Do we need to do the A's and the N's on this?
Oh,
Well, I need some marking here. Mark there. Let's see.
Take about 10-minute recess.
Is it on
Recess?
Yeah.
We'll be in recess for 15 minutes. We'll probably get back at 11:30.
Thank the Lord.
He's asking for you. You just did
I don't agree with precinct person. Whoever finds the load, always supposed to.
I know, he said he got a phone call.
That's where I was at, I called adult probation. If they have anything. Okay.
That's why. He just came out there, they're gonna break it. No.
Your messenger out there.
Wow, really, Stacy? You threw me out there, didn't you? Okay.
Problem
You threw me out there like that. Why would you do that? When you say, it's not the facts, you can facts. You sit here and you lie.
Did you get that list?
I made that up.
Did you give somebody that
I
list?
didn't come to do that.
No, but I've got to.
And I'm not a first year commissioner, it's not my first year. Just like you are. Just like you are, Stacy.
I think one buddy wanted
Think about Dan about that?
I was on budget, I just wanted to make sure.
Did she send you a
Man, they call.
Oh,
That's good.
okay.
She suggested that you.
Oh, I said,
If that's her, I think you should put up there and mention it.
oh, I don't mind.
Well, the fact that the Wildcatter owes us money for not paying it,
I guess.
has nothing to do with the fact that they're doing it. Okay?
Call the bridge, tell them to go put them back.
I mean, actually, you should be able to go and get our notice. That takes it off. You used to be able to go to and find out what county taxes are being paid from the
I
hotel.
don't think there's anything
I think
that
they
comes.
take that offline.
I don't think there's anything that
When Ann was get Chamber of Commerce, and they
Take any,
looking into that. And the county had no stomach to do it.
time much, except this, not there.
I wish it was at a lower rate, but, yeah, well,
They will be proud of what happened out there.
what is it? I mean,
Looks like we're on.
what, y'all putting the,
John, are you going to get a monthly report or?
Do I want to? No, but I can sign
And-
it and I will.
We're using
Uh,
that money.
We're not gonna say that.
y'all.
It won't take just a second. You want me to do that?
Somebody okay the expenditures. I'm gonna share it.
Well, however long y'all have questions, that's all.
Krista, Bill Cruz, and Jim Hammond.
The only thing that really take anything, I think, is item 15.
Necessary.
It is.
So that we're building something up there that somebody wants to come see and stay for.
Right.
Or the other one. Or have it inside.
Well, I mean, obviously, I got great news. What's
It's got
your,
right potential, but they didn't have it for so long. It's just falling apart.
Yeah,
this is John Orr, Sheriff's Office.
I feel like we can spread it and not just focus on the spot.
Okay.
Not just focus on some of the other things that bring in tourism to the town. Promoting the thing.
Well, you can have tax on that.
Okay. I just feel like if the money's there, it's, I've got enough to do what y'all want to do.
It's brand new, it's gonna be eligible to be spent.
Right,
Okay. We want the person.
and it has to be spent on
And we
tourism
have
dollars.
to come on board, because she's, her own business is paying all the sheriff. Okay. We have Jim, because he's curator, he knows what.
Right,
the
and he's
district
great.
wants. Okay. And, Chris is there for community marketing. Together with, community constructionist. So. we got that. That's my fault. That's my fault. We go down the road. So is she getting a lot of pushback from her?
Well, it just affects us because we have to charge
Sure.
more.
It's a pass-through tax.
We make deals with travel agents 2 and 3 year
Yeah, right,
contracts.
just gonna take off this economy.
So when we made a contract last year,
Yeah,
We gave them-
you're gonna lose that 5%.
we gave them these rates, you know. We're taking a shot there.
But in the long run, we hopefully add that back to you in the future, like giving you something,
So, but
you know. But
I-
you yourself.
But my opinion is I feel like the money shouldn't just go just to the floor. I think we should.
And where should we go?
That's- I mean, that's what I was hoping to do.
We'll look at
Other than that,
We will look at it.
I'll make sure to give
I
everybody
think
a
it's
call.
fair.
I'll make sure to give everybody a call.
It's very good, fair shot.
And just call your barn, or do you want me to call?
You got my cell phone. How did you do it?
Just chamber website, places to hunt in Young County. There's a bunch
Well,
of.
it's funny because we went-
I don't even-
We went over all that with Krista and that trails there and we did all this.
They have facilities and they.
Yeah, they have a lot of
They-
good there.
And they were
Well,
recording guests.
They're keeping, when a hunter comes in, they take the hunt and they keep the lodge. So I would assume that would be the same lodge.
Furnished lodging or paper lodging?
You think your duties are? Yeah, does the lodging come for free with?
No, sir. No, I'm here to do my presentation.
There's gotta be a room rate.
Right.
Of a lodging, right? That might be fair.
I would think so. The cottage, and I don't know what kind of, the vacation rentals, VRBOs, those seem like they should.
Yeah, that's the VRBOs are really, probably some on Lake Graham.
Oh, yeah. Cottage on Lake Graham.
Well,
That's something fairly new and I don't know if the taxing entities have even thought of it. Like having a $25 million worth of tax.
Right.
Stuff that's not in the book.
I thought we did.
Yeah.
Three Rivers Ranch.
I don't think there's
Three Rivers, or no?
Is it? There's one out there, there's one of those that's just over in the Stevens
Oh,
County.
yeah.
Horse Mountain? I would go to Stevens.
The one I saw this morning was Rivers West, I think.
Rivers West.
It said Alaska.
So you have a hospital address and be in Stevens County
Right.
processes?
Got a lot of address and all that kind of stuff.
And I know you didn't have anything to do with your paper article.
The minimum amount of fees,
I don't like everybody runs. Whenever you write.
yeah, that would be if we get paid information.
They tell you, they
Do I call people's attention to it?
Yeah, yeah, on the front page of the paper and say, this is how much room revenue they did.
Well, it also says it's
Yeah, 130.
it's not what people want to do.
because I was gonna have Stacy this morning, but it was kind of a bad time for you to go.
It could be.
At 10:30, so.
So that's a result of a lot of hard work.
And this is-
Right.
And, so.
Well,
But we have dedicated
he's coming
these first
here
few
to
years
get a
to
road hand.
before we lose it.
I just take the.
Okay. Then after that, then you start looking for more in the market.
That works.
Hopefully we'll get that works. We're donating in too.
I don't know what we're coming in.
Coming paying fees.
If we're done,
I gotta look
we're
at
done with
that.
all the top part.
Just, to me, and she pays taxes.
Um,
Yeah.
You want me to go get my horse and go put the cows in them?
Let me get a picture of that.
Yeah,
Most people in the county.
Nobody appreciates Thanksgiving.
especially that little horse.
Absolutely.
We haven't herded too many cows, I'll just put it that way.
Absolutely.
Here's this tax, here's this tax, property tax.
Man, funny times they run out.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
that's-
What's that
and I
man's
just.
name?
Jake Brewer.
Politics.
Was it a guy or a gal? Also got one who's road hands and
You
stuff.
might make some issues. Get ready, so. Mostly that right there. So,
You gonna tell the judge?
you gotta get through. They will check in with them, make sure.
She'll be back in 1:30, you think? If you're not, we'll
Anyway, matter of fact,
try to make it, if you can't make it, text me and I'll let him know.
After we possibly get this year's tax budget.
You don't do that.
You don't do that.
Hey, let me ask you this, like I have this right now, this is the budget they adopted, and here's the sheet. Is this what you want?
Yes.
We don't make a copy right
I
now.
appreciate it.
Because if not, I'll.
Well, you're not welding, you're not, there's a lot of guys that are working. I said, it's about till 9 o'clock. Yeah.
What's the, I know
That's not
that.
what good.
Over on. Big, what's the big deal being right about?
I can't keep anybody over there.
Don't shake these bills.
But it takes a while to train. Who'd you hire? One. Yeah.
That ain't, this is what your office does, you're elected officials, running the way you see sufficient.
And if I want to.
What's that?
That ain't right. I'm gonna set another.
Pushing.
I'm at that point right now.
You might, call Jason, see if you can come at 1:30 instead of, I mean, come at 1 instead of 1:30. Because, well, if he's doing Stacy a favor, but don't.
Oh, no, I ain't worried about it.
Have him here at 1, Stacy said he'd do it.
Okay.
I'll make it 1 instead of 1:30.
Now. I'm just kidding, I would do that.
Yeah, he does. I'm here to get Commissioner Pruitt's. He got pulled, which we do.
Me?
No,
Oh.
the drug testing guy, I said, I had that on my camera, and I said,
I just.
right there.
I don't know.
That's just what it's
Yeah.
different.
Check forward.
Oh,
I heard one time, there's no fault in ignorance.
maybe a while, huh?
Right.
That officer,
not trying to like beat you guys.
got so many people at one time.
I asked them about it.
Right.
I'll give you the health insurance. They told me.
So you just got that every one time a week?
We understand.
See, as a general manager,
Yeah, but they don't want to see the waiver denial. They want to know.
No,
Gotcha. They said it's a part of it.
Oh, the
They work 6 hours a day, 5 days a week.
I got you. Yeah, that's tough.
Facebook
I
page.
can't count about it, because I mean, they get full time.
Nobody in the audience said that. I can't figure that out.
You want some kind of benefit? I mean, if you're gonna look
You
5
got to
days a
figure
week.
out this, we have to figure it out.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
That don't make sense. That's a good job. I think it'd be a good job.
All the time. Not like here. It's
Well, probably a couple of times a month is really bad.
April, the
Probably
first
first-
week,
first
it's like,
week, yeah.
they're busy, but that's, but
Because
That's
everybody's
why I
gonna
can't
be.
figure out why somebody, I don't know.
Nobody else.
it's one hard from here.
They're not gonna do it. Because
Sorry.
I know what you're saying, man. Hello there.
But anyway,
The person who's came on for the audit.
Let somebody else worry.
that's gonna be somebody else's problem, and why, maybe.
Or problem or headache.
I don't go to me. You go to her because she's.
So how long have you worked here?
Too long.
I was here 33. And I lived through that, and then there's a vote through that 10 years.
When she.
10 years. We were loyal employees.
Right.
Glad it's all 10 years, just
I think I was like 2 years old when you started here. Just to let you know. You needed that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Oh, goodness.
In other words, we could be your mama, so
You
sit
can-
down and.
I didn't know we could be with mama.
Oh, it's hard. I want to put a message.
No.
I'm with my mom.
Are you kidding? After how many well they go?
I don't think when your parents die,
I don't know.
It's, you just don't
I'm
know.
lost.
You lost what you did. Then you do, you just like. My mom used to call me every day.
And then you start losing your brothers and sisters.
I lost two of my siblings.
Oh, Lord. Heard that ever happened.
It's rough.
I don't even use them.
None
I
of
could-
the family, you know, we just lost brothers.
Oh, really?
But Larry Hope's the only boy.
Wish we was.
Yeah, when her sister
There's are you the baby?
Hey, I'm the baby. Baby is six.
See, my daddy was a baby, he was the last one before his job, and that's really hard.
And that does, it seems good, baby, because you see everything going before you.
It's tough.
It is.
What they do, they provide all of
Actually, you need something?
Your wife, she's not working
the,
today.
get out of it.
What? Do you need something?
And they use
In the hospital, was the same, we're gonna, so, they kept taking away from the nurses. Back.
Well, Shelley went to work for the hospital.
And then,
Those men,
and then got two nurses plus this. And it was-
I've been watching.
And then she gets.
Yeah.
I like, you can have your glasses, I have to keep them.
Well, if I wanna see this little bitty fine print, I have to keep mine on. Those things that you gave me?
so,
Hey,
we can
that's the same. I'm gonna look at it.
Volunteers clean up the road.
They kind of compensation.
Right.
If not, then it's fine.
I use like that.
We both have our own roads,
Right. Well, one night,
but
they have
they shouldn't be the same.
I know they're good.
Okay.
When you go on city.
Right.
No, you're fine, I gotta start this, but
But what we
Well, we'll do it either way.
I know,
You know,
it's
it's a little bit easier to avoid the checks that it goes right directly in and I'll rewrite it.
I understand.
Figure we're gonna have this, I'm guessing that's probably gonna start.
Carl will be well, it's time to see them. You know, oh, now I've got trouble. Well, Ellen was in the pitch shop about that.
Earlier, I stepped into Kay's office and boy, they're
any way you could ever.
busy. Everything you could come in and help.
Something that just doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going, I thought y'all were fixing to stop.
Like trying
She's
to
gonna
get
have
to
to
a tree.
teach me how to sign all documents though, so I can stay in there and she can come in here.
What, you miss all the fun?
Okay, let's come back to order. It is 11:33 a.m. We just disposed of our budget adoption hearing and setting the tax rates. Item number 4 on the agenda is public comments, presentations. These are no action items. Let's make one observation that Commissioner Rogers is not present. And probably won't be till after lunch. He had a call from dispatch, I guess, that cattle were out on the highway on 926. He begged off until,
Okay, do we go ahead and adjourn?
excuse
Do
me,
we go ahead and adjourn for lunch?
well, no, we could recess.
I mean, recess, I'm
I've
sorry,
got-
use the wrong word.
I've got well, it's either him or me, because I got an appointment at 3.
Because the adult probation got a call saying the gates weren't closing. Thunder Road, so I need to go down there.
Has the river backed up?
I know,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I
backing
said.
up, Trinity's coming down, water can't get in, I guess.
Well, I would suggest that we run through these items, it won't be too quick, I don't know,
Okay.
that's the only thing that would take, a substantial amount of time, the item number 15, that we can come back after lunch for it.
Go to your Sunday school.
I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30 I have to go to.
When's our next meeting? Move it to the next meeting? Yeah.
24.
Let's just table that one,
Okay,
15.
we'll move down to 15, we have a motion.
That will probably take some time.
Well, we'll have a motion to assign this to the
Next
24th.
Yeah,
Have
that's
that as an item,
2 weeks.
24th.
Yeah. No longer in that rotation of every week.
Okay.
Okay.
You got the motion, Jimmy?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
You made the motion?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we voted up here at this table that Jimmy made the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Yeah.
So we'll move that to the 24th.
Oh, and that's 4-0.
Okay, you want to take it, or you want to
That passed
recess?
4-0.
You want to
That's
recess?
4-0.
Four-
I
4 of them, yeah.
Or,
Can we take care of John's too? I mean, the sheriff's office?
Sheriff,
We did,
Because that's not fair.
We got a number.
I think golf sheriff's office has them both are good.
I'll do it on my way out.
Thank you,
I
sir.
got your hand.
Oh, you're coming.
There you go.
Yeah.
We used to anyway, Barry.
Anybody who found the road, blood work. They're not long.
I apologize for the correction that's made on it, but
It needs to be made,
it needs to be made. Just don't have a way. Well, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Sheriff sent his apologies, but he is at a conference.
Getting smart girls. Who's that going to vote that?
I don't know, sir. He doesn't run those by me.
You don't have to approve?
No, sir. I serve at his will. Patrol, we had 99 calls for services in August. We made 18 arrests. They only issued 8 citations, only made 56 traffic stops. Seems like everything we waded off into this last month just took up an ungodly amount of time. And we're also training the 2 deputies, so those
How much longer is their training?
only should be 4 more weeks. Now that could be adjusted depending on where they are in our field training. We're not going to cut somebody loose who's not.
Okay, I mean,
But
everybody progresses differently.
4 weeks minimum.
Okay.
Four more
These
weeks.
civil processes, is that about average?
Yes, sir, that's about average.
Wait. Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
So there was 76 served, so $6,840 was made that month in processes? I mean,
Yes, sir.
you're saying $90 at a minimum.
The new,
Right.
the minimum civil process is $90. Now,
In that, how many was writs or whatever that's cost, like $2
I have not kept that up.
So
yet,
that could even be a higher number.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all I
$200,
needed to
maybe
know.
more. Whether that money was collected or not, some of those are from subpoenas. So it'd be district court
Right.
subpoenaing people. We serve that as a civil process. Now, whether money actually goes from district to the sheriff's office and back to the general fund, I don't believe that happens. But those are some of the things that we do.
Right. On the fires, what kind of fires were there?
Those were grass fires. But remember, this was August. So, yeah, there hasn't been any, but we've had a couple of people who have started doing their own burns. And we had to go out and have the fire department come out and stand by. But obviously, we all deal with the burn ban stuff later today.
Did you guys deal with someone violating the burn ban this past week?
Yes, we have. We've dealt with them a couple times.
One this morning?
Well, there was a deputy got sent out on one this
Right.
weekend. I don't know about the one this
Yeah,
morning.
this weekend, I heard.
Yes. Yeah, and he went out and he got there and they already had to go. And the guy didn't live in this county. He just had a property here.
If it was raining, it was
It
okay.
was raining, so
I understand that.
instead of the deputy citing him, he did have a volunteer fire department come by and stand by until he got.
Okay. Did they find it?
No, they didn't.
Good job.
All right. As far as the jail one, there's the jail report, average daily population, 3. There was a lot of traveling in August, 4,000 miles. And we had 3 juvenile transports for 1,094 miles. MHMR, 838 miles transport.
That accurate, 4,000 miles to transport and pick up inmates?
That would be for all of it, yes, sir. You figure just those 3 for the juvenile transports was 1,094. Stuff adds up, especially, I know we had a trip down to Corpus, we had a trip over to Galveston. Those add up pretty quick, and then, you know, it may only be 200 miles one way, but you gotta come back. So it all adds up. City of Graham, Class C misdemeanors, 14 of them are there, held them for 31 days. Cost was $1,085 for that. City of Albany, 2 misdemeanors, 2 Class C misdemeanors, 7 days, $217 what that would be. We are still working over in Alny, honoring our interlocal agreement, keeping, and it's, I should have brought you the number of calls, but, was it 76, I think, last year.
Are they happy with it? Have any feedback?
The people we're dealing with are not happy with it, but that's.
Right, yeah. And they're depressed, right?
Right. But, yeah,
Hard anymore?
we have not had any negative feedback from the citizens of Alny.
Have they hired any more officers?
No, they still only have the two, and then they have, the one that's a reserve officer who comes in and works part-time.
So we got Robert, this new guy they hired.
Robert, Smith, and then, Robert Clark, Robert Smith, and then, the Frazier, Fletcher. Yeah, and, so we got those three.
So we still got 25% of our inmates needing HMR appointments each month?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's only gonna go up with the Sandra Bland thing, like you mentioned earlier. You're very well versed on that, but it's something that we're tasked with and we're gonna deal with. So. Those are my two reports.
Good job. Thank you.
It is about 18 minutes still.
He
We
don't
can
have,
handle a couple of other things.
he's gonna go handle it.
Chief Ford's gonna shut those gates for me down there.
Are you gonna vote on
Okay.
that?
There's no action.
Sure, no action. It's just a report. This is a voluntary report that the sheriff's office gives us. They're under no obligation.
Any other public comments? Okay, then we'll move to item number 5, consider county clerk's minutes from previous meetings, September the 4th. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections need to be made to those?
So
It's crazy getting the minutes at 10:12.
Second.
Mr. Wiley on the motion, Mr. Pruitt on the second. All in favor? Pass 4-0. Okay. Item number 6, consider auditor's budget amendments and payment of vouchers.
I have vouchers, always have vouchers. Total of today's vouchers is $155,392.68. And out of the general is $40,090.57. We paid some chip seal bid this morning.
40,090 what?
Yes, yes. Yours is $114,716.
So moved on the voucher.
Second. Go ahead, Simon.
Who wants that?
I'll second it. One of my bills is in there.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Wiley, a second by Commissioner Sykes to approve vouchers payable as presented. All in favor? 4-0. Item number 7, consider treasurer's financial report, up-to-date Social Security.
$1,895,426.71. So moved.
Second.
Pruitt, Wiley? Because Ann, is there anything else you need to add to that?
No, just next time payroll is up, I'll have to move some money from reserves to cover payroll out of the money market, or unreserved account.
Okay. Is that need to be in a budget amendment or anything like that?
No, it's just moving out of the reserve money.
Move money that was in there at the beginning.
Does it make the paychecks good?
Yeah, just shuffling.
All in favor? 4-0. Okay, this next item I'm gonna have to recuse myself from because my wife is on this list.
Can you be a character witness for us?
That's not good, is it?
Mr. Wiley, if you will, please.
They're going to discuss the recommendations from the Young County Child Welfare Board, new appointments and reappointments. The term is from 10/1 of 2018 to 9/30 of 2021.
I'd move that we accept the recommendations of the Union County Child Welfare Board.
I'll second that.
I'll just give you the names of the two new members, Mickey Bullock and Amber Lockhart. I think both of those have been in the school system for several years.
Know both of them. It's great.
Okay.
And Natalie Houston is a recommender. So.
Amber,
Amber Lockhart.
Lockhart. We had a first and a second. Mr. Sipes got the first. Matt Pruitt got the second. All in favor?
You know, sir.
That's a 3-0-1.
301.
Okay.
Next. Let me get him.
Consider bonds.
Hey.
Done.
We didn't let her.
Although you might have to ask for it.
No.
Wait for it, it's just another night away from you.
Give her that break.
The board had their first meeting last week for the September, I guess it's our last meeting of the year, actually. But, those were the members, there's 2 new members and 3 reappointment members. So they'd like to stay. That's a good board. Set in with Natalie and Isabel Smith Thursday at Kiwanis Club, had a program there. So I gave a little history of when it created, and Natalie and Isabel told them what all they did. It's a worthy organization and doesn't cost very much money here. I mean, I think ours 40. So they do a lot of good work for those.
Be sure to make note in your minutes. Sure. Be sure to make note in the minutes that John Charles abstained.
And that he took the meeting back over.
Yeah.
So I know they appreciate it. I'm not a voting member of that, I'm just a ex officio member. Welfare board.
But are you an influential member?
Well, I answer a few questions for them every once in a while on different things. Try to keep them straight on. They have some sensitive information and protected information, and sometimes it's try to keep them going right as far as their sightings and what have you on the closed meeting sessions. I'm talking to them a little about the bylaws. It's good board, good folks on it. Item number 9, let's see, that was 9.
It's 10, yeah.
Item number 10 is employee bonds. That being Linda Carroll King, Deputy Tax Collector, Heath Douglas Henderson, Chief Juvenile Probation Officer, and Kathy Nissler, Juvenile Probation Administrative Assistant. All of those in bonds are for $5,000 bonds, they're standard. I guess they
I'll make a motion to execute those bonds at $5,000 for those individuals listed.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Sipes moves to approve, Commissioner Wiley seconds. All in favor? 4-0. Item number 11, consider extension agent report, request for reimbursement, Justin Rogers for $207.65. I believe it's only one.
So moved.
Second. I believe, didn't Penny start the second?
Yes, she started.
That Pruitt and
Wiley.
Wiley,
Had an opportunity to visit with her while our computers were being set up out there. She's ready to go.
She's pretty sharp.
All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Yeah, is she on duty?
Yes.
Did she submit a report?
No, not
No,
yet.
she hadn't been there long enough to do
Okay.
that.
Next time.
Okay. Okay, item number 12 is tax resale deeds. Those are in your packet. They're 606 South Avenue B in Alny in the amount of $1,081. That's a appraised value of $6,000, and 311 South Avenue E in Alny, Texas. That's $1,000 bid and $8,300 appraised, $8,330 appraised value.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wiley to authorize execution of those resale deeds and put those back on the tax roll, second by Commissioner Pruitt. All in favor?
Yeah.
4 opposed. Okay, item number 13 is discuss or consider extending deadline republish opening date on sealed bids for the juvenile probation department.
I got that in the paper, and I talked to her in the paper, and we got it in because I was rushed to get it in. When I sent the ad, I didn't tell her to run it on the Wednesday also, so we only ran it one time, and we have to do it twice. Plus, I don't have any bids on it, but I did have 2 people ask, and at that time I told them that we are extending it.
Yeah.
Because
So, yeah.
So they'll be doing the 20th?
it's the
24th.
21st,
Our meeting will be the 24th?
24th.
But the bids will be coming in on the 20th?
on the 21st,
Yeah,
by
first.
4 o'clock.
21st?
20, yeah, 25.
Backed up too far.
So we'll spend the bid deadline and the reading and opening date.
And we have bid openings for you at 10 o'clock on that Monday, but then this is gonna be bid opening, so it's not gonna, I'm not even gonna put when we open it, right?
Well,
You and the,
I think it was originally advertised open here at 11, I think.
Yeah.
So I would say maintain that date, at 11.
24th at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna make that decision on whether we take it or not?
Well, it's actually the juvenile board, but
But it can be
I'll
two.
try to get,
Get
Judge
permission?
Bristow back here, then we'll just meet here too. I mean, we can meet for 2, if Ken will get Gary, but there may be meeting at the same time over there, I don't know. But we'll take 2 of us to, we're gonna agree to, unless it's just a pitifully low bid, we'll sure take the top bidder.
I'll revise that ad and send it to the paper. I don't know that I can get it in, I can't get it in Wednesday, but I'll get it in Saturdays, this coming Saturday.
And
Are you extending the deadline?
we may,
Yes.
we may actually could pass those duties to the court, at least for this time, just because of circumstances we got into. I think that we can probably approve them here. I'll pass that by to 2 others on that, they agree to that. Okay. So, I move we extend those.
That's what I thought.
Yes. I'll move that. So moved.
Okay. You gonna move that? Good.
I moved.
Okay, I'll second. Or who's got a second?
You got it.
Who decided I had a second?
Yeah, me.
Keep going.
Juvenile board member.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do extend. And I was just miscommunications there between the paper and us.
Yes, when I talked to her, I said I needed it Saturday and then that next Wednesday, but when I sent it in, I usually always put the dates on that email and I didn't, so my bad.
Okay, that's proposed item number 14 is discuss, consider burn restrictions. I think the county received enough rain, enough growth that we can.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yes. I agree.
So
Okay.
first and a second.
Just be careful out there, folks.
Lift it.
Well, we can approve it.
Yep.
What was the motion?
To lift burn restriction.
Burn ban.
Rescind the burn ban,
Okay.
Got a lot of
burn restriction
orders.
order.
We see them.
I'll let Marcia know so she can get that on the.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's 4-0. Okay, we've disposed of the budget workshop. I think we've decided we carry this other on.
Yes.
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Is the burn ban lifted?
Been lifted.
Effective immediately?
It's very long.
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh, they will burn.
To adjourn?
Jimmy did it and then I seconded it.
4-0.
24, yes, that's our next commissioner's.
Okay, we're adjourned and it's 3 minutes till 12.
I think if I was up next to it, I'd miss it.
That says 3 minutes after.
Did y'all sign the minute?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers has it.
He did. Let me have it.
Well, he did.
I was-
He wasn't here whenever?
You snooze, you lose.
I was gonna tell him, we've done already disposed of all of this, but I don't believe we will now, so he can come back and sign it.
There you go. And don't get out around Thursday. I'm sorry. Or Wednesday. shoot.
And there we go.
Man, I got the rebound.
Did you find it?
I got your rebound. Do what you said.
I thought we had 6 sets.
I did too. Do we have it? Do we have 2 meetings? Or one?
No, I think we just had one, didn't we?
Next time we'll have 2 because of
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have one.
Right.
We got one this Thursday. So
Right, so the
then
next
it'll be
meeting
one,
will
yeah,
be 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
No, we didn't. We had no.
I have a really mark on my calendar, or I wouldn't know what I was doing.
So you got the river coming up.
Yeah, River's coming up. I saw it this weekend. Somebody sent a,
Therefore, over Fort Griffin's at 21 feet.
So
yeah,
when
it's coming in.
when will that hit here?
It's here. That's why I was making this creek back up.
What's over here?
It's them big rains that had that been in Odessa.
Y'all are cutting them off
Hard to
there.
tell, some of them say around Holland, we got 6, 7, 8 years.
I'll let you come back.
I'll bring it down.
Man, you do remember, don't you?
Yeah, that needs to be turned.
Oh, yeah, I told you. I told you again.
So
Is
it's
that what you're
been,
asking? Yeah.
it's been recording the back of my head this whole time? Yep.
Yes, yes.